Congratulations, E110 students. We are here in the fifth and final week, so you've made it, almost there. We've got two last assignments to do. Obviously, the research paper is the big assignment for this week, and then you have a final course reflection, which is a fairly short assignment, which you can do in written form, or you can do it as a video or an audio file if you wish. Note that finals for summer session 1 are on Saturday, so that's when you're turning in that last assignment, the final course reflection. The research paper is due on Friday, but you can submit either of them early if you'd like. In terms of the draft that you're turning in this week for feedback for Monday night, you don't absolutely have to have that 8 to 10 pages for that rough draft. Obviously, the more you have, the more feedback you'll get from me and from your two peer reviewers, but don't let that prevent you from submitting it on time. I would much rather have something that's not quite complete but is on time for your reviewers to have enough time to look it over. Make sure also that you submit that rough draft under the researched paper rough draft assignment. If you put it under the regular research paper assignment, then your reviewers won't receive it. So you got to make sure that you put it under the rough draft assignment. Again, if you're just following the modules, you should be fine. You do not need an annotated bibliography in this final draft or in the rough draft. That was just something for me to check your progress with your research. So in the paper itself, you're just going to have a works cited page like it appears in the Purdue OWL or on the AB book for using MLA format. As you submit that rough draft, you should write a short note to your reviewers. At the top of the page would be great, or if you want to do a note on the side in your submission box, you can do it there. Let us know what you'd like help with. On Tuesday, as you're reviewing for your two peers, there's a checklist that I want you to use. So you have some very structured feedback to be giving. I'll link that here. When I post this video, I'll put a link to it, but it's also going to be linked in other places as well. So just remember that you need to use that check sheet for each of your peer reviewers as you're completing them. And that means you're going to have to download it and save it to your computer and then re-upload it on Canvas for your two peers. All right, other things to let you know about. You may have heard that course evaluations are open, so I strongly encourage you to complete that this week. It's open through Friday. And then let's take a look at our objectives for the week. So by the end of this week, you're going to have completed your rough draft, gotten feedback from me and from your two peer reviewers, and then integrated that feedback to revise and submit your finished research paper. You will also be providing feedback to two of your peers on their papers. And then finally, you're going to reflect on your learning and what you've learned in the past whirlwind of 5 weeks. So there's still a lot of work ahead of you, but you can do it. I'm looking forward to seeing where things go with these research papers. I always learn a lot from them, so I'm looking forward to that. And just reach out to me at any time if you have questions about anything. Thanks.